All right, we're recording. Here comes. Here comes the sun. And I say, all right, here goes. It starts in 3, 2, 1. Coming up on TMS, many dogs, many pillows.
That's a cool kid.
Goats not allowed in Utah.
Quit taking lizards, please.
Oh, I thought it said talking lizards.
I know. I've also said that too.
Well done. Another doth protest too much.
Tom's Tech Time.
Recomentals and more on this episode of The Morning Stream.
I suggest that they pull the plug on Nationwide. Few viewers would miss their never-ending quest for the trivial and their daily discovery of the crashingly obvious.
What kind of fettuccine are you serving my mama?
The Morning Stream. Garblurg.
Hello, everyone, and welcome back to The Morning Stream. It is Wednesday, April 3rd, 2019. I'm Scott. That's Brian. Good morning.
Hi.
Good
Hello.
morning. You guys can't see this at home who listen just to the podcast, but Brian is wearing a glorious tropical shirt thing.
Yes, this was a gift from the Crazy Neighbors, as a matter of fact.
Really?
Yes. It's got
It's
sunrise over Hawaii with some seagulls flying.
It's beautiful. It's beautiful.
Some trees. If I come back a little bit, you can see the trees.
How many batteries does it take? How many batteries
it's
total?
made by Anchor, so as long as I plug it into a USB port overnight,
Okay.
then it gets a charge. This is, come on, Scott, we're in the 2010s. It's rechargeable. It's renewable energy, Scott.
That's right. Does it have USB-C as well as USB type connectors, lightning
as a matter
connectors?
Of fact, if I run low on my iPhone at any point during the day, I can just put the back of my phone against this shirt and get a full charge.
Perfect. It has Qi charging. Then is what you're telling me. That's fantastic.
Qi charging.
Qi charging. Tom would be proud
Spelled
of us.
with a Q.
That's
that
right.
Qi.
Oh, that's still playing. Let's turn that off. Hey, welcome to the show, everybody. My cold went south. It's now deep in my chest, feeling real good there. Sitting there, making a little whatever it's doing. Kept me up all night, which is probably okay because I decided to finally watch my Recomental for today. And yeah,
Finally.
yeah.
Oh, yeah, I didn't get you an audio clip.
I saw one in there, but it must be last week's.
It's last week's, yeah. That's all right. I can actually put one together
That's
while
easy.
we're talking because I know exactly the...
You can do that or the link to the trailer, whatever you want.
I could just give you a link to the video, too. But then you and Nicole both see it.
That's true. Then all pretense of us not knowing what each other watched is lost.
Mm-hmm.
You do what you got to do. But here's the deal.
I'll do what must be done.
What was I going to say? I had a thing to say. I forgot what it was. I'm a little out of it today. I've got some cold medicine. Medicine. I wanted to say medication or medicine, and I said medicine. Anyway, medicine is in there, making trouble there in my system, and so I feel like it makes me a little dippy and doopy. So I may say stupid stuff today.
Oh, good.
Yeah, I'm warning everybody now that me and certain kinds of like your sort of Dayquil variety of cold medication, we don't jive very well together. It turns me into a bit of a ding dong. So that's the deal there, and you're all in for it. So enjoy. Also, I want.
What is your cold medicine of choice? Like, what is the
probably Dayquil? I think Dayquil's the only thing that really works for me usually.
Yeah.
And by work for me, I mean like it's not really doing much. It kind of just if I have a headache, it helps that. I guess if I think I cough less with that or something to that effect. But this is all better than what Carter had. Carter had like fever. And,
from the con crud and stuff. Yeah, you've probably got something different. What I usually employ the same tactic that members of the USS Enterprise would employ against the Borg. I constantly change up the cold medicine that I'm taking so that it doesn't adapt to develop shielding for the.
So when Worf shoots it a third time, it doesn't just put up a green shield and block it.
Exactly. You switch to this, switch to that.
That's a good idea.
No, I do the I do the Alka-Seltzer Plus, and then I do the that's it. Rotate your harmonics. I do the Dayquil. I do the Mucinex. and I just kind of bounce around between those and do a different one every day.
My wife's convinced if I use
the neti pot.
No, not that. I'm too afraid of brain amoebas from that thing.
Just get distilled water from the store that's been like cleaned and purified.
But has it been?
Well, sure, okay.
Conspiracy brain. No, I actually wouldn't mind probably doing that, but I'm not really feeling. It's like not in my sinuses. This is all just in my chest now. I can breathe and everything. So I don't think that would really help me. Here's what I'm thinking: like some Vapo rub, you know, just stick that all over my chest and put that up on my lip, and go to bed smelling like a big frothy minty mess. So that's one way of doing it, and then just basically just rest it off. I'll take a nap today and chill out tonight and all that. Actually, whatever. Today's crazy. Today's a super busy day. I don't know why I think I can get away with anything.
Oh, yeah, no, this is... for me, Wednesdays would be the worst day for me to get sick because it is the busiest day of my week.
Yeah, indeed. I want to shout out to somebody. We don't do these very often, but when we do, it's usually for something important. Both of us got in the email a graduation notice or invitation even though we don't live... Well, you live closer than I do. He's in Colorado.
I live closer. It's still 100 plus miles away. But
yeah, Colorado's a big state, turns out. But I want to give a shout out to Philip Dorr, D-O-R-R, who is graduating high school and is a listener. And I just think it's awesome when somebody his age of that young upcoming generation meets a milestone like high school graduation, and it's super rad. So huge shout out to Philip, and that's awesome. And he looked great. He's got this picture of him looking all studenty, and looks like he's ready to take on the world. So whatever's next for you, dude, very excited for you. That's awesome. And that's true,
congrats.
right? Like May
and congrats to the family because it's it takes a village.
Yeah, it does take a village.
It's not just the kid doing all the work. It's everybody involved helping out, making that stuff happen.
Yep.
So good on all of you.
Tell the village that we're really pleased with their work here.
Somewhere there's a village. No, that's a whole different phrase.
Oh, yeah, good point. Anyway, so he's a cool kid, and I just thought that'd be the least we could do is to shout out his accomplishment. So well done. Cool. All right, I found out something yesterday that really surprised me. In the wake of me telling the story about Rainer and her humping a pillow, despite the fact that she's fixed, and female, all that, there was a flood of email responses, a bunch of tweets, a whole bunch of people saying this is 100% what my dog does. Whole bunch of female dog owning people coming back with, this is just what dogs do. This is what they do. This is how they do it. This is what they do. Which surprised me because I've had plenty of female dogs before that didn't do this. So I don't know why suddenly, Rainer's the one for me, but the whole world says that it's common, and I'm just a little slow on the uptake. So I guess, Brian, do you know if your dog humps pillows, or is that not a thing at your house?
I've never seen her do that, but she does do the scoots. Okay. And that's her MO. That's her claim to fame are the carpet scoots.
That's why we got... I like to think part of the reason we got hardwood up front upstairs through the whole thing is so they can't do that anymore. There are a couple of rugs here and there, so there's islands of scoot, but
I don't get any satisfaction from dragging my butt on the hardwood floor.
And what do they do it for? Is it just because they just had a gnarly poop and they're like,
Scott, it's
is it something else?
Because their anal glands need
expressing.
Expressing. That's exactly it. Expressing.
Yeah. Well, wait, didn't Paula Dean say it once? She said...
it's very expressing.
Oh, she said distressing, didn't she? Dang it. I was hoping it was...
My anal, take a rock and throw it at my anal glands.
It's very distressing.
But she... Well, we don't have the scoots yet.
If y'all excuse me, I'm going to go make love to my anal glands.
My tater and my anal glands.
That's very distressing.
Very distressing.
That's us saying it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's from a while ago.
That's
anyway.
Inception.
That is Inception. So we, so anyway, whatever. It's common. It's going to happen. I don't care anymore. Whatever. I don't care. It's the animal world. What do I know about them? They don't know what's... Like yesterday, the weirdest thing's happening. These two dogs, they get along great. Boomer and Rainer, best pals. Play in the morning, love running outside together. They know when, they don't fight over food. Like, none of that's a problem. But they fight over affection. So if they're two in front of me there, and I'm giving one of them too much of an eyeball or petting them too much more than the other one of them gets all upset and starts growling and being irritated.
Oh, they growl.
Yeah.
See, because I've seen the dogs that will just kind of like shoehorn in between you and the other dog to be like, oh, their hand is just going to be outstretched, giving attention. It doesn't care what it's touching.
Yeah,
it might as well be me instead of that other dog.
Yeah,
so it's like
that's more Boomer than Rainer. Rainer's the one that gets real vocal about it. She gets really loud and barky and all of that. Side note, totally unrelated. I just noticed your shirt is so powerful. Chat room, you're noticing this, right? That it's actually changing color.
Right,
every once in a while.
When the light behind me like changes, I notice that it's like, or if I get really close, like
weird.
Like the brightness of everything.
And the whole room goes dim. That's crazy.
This is a podcast unfriendly shirt, apparently, or live stream.
I don't know.
Like the
should wear it to Vegas.
It's just a yellow shirt. Like, I've got yellow shirts.
Yeah. No, me too. I've got a couple of them.
Fine. All right, fine.
No, you keep that on right there.
No. Now it's too late. Now I don't want to wear it anymore. I'm done. With Kid Arachnid here in the background.
Oh, look at this. Off it goes. Now he looks like he's at a con, just some regular dude at a con.
That's right, exactly. Yep. Do I have a lanyard I can put on?
Yeah, you got a big oversized bag full of trinkety crap people have been giving you at tables.
That's right, exactly. Yes.
Yeah. Where's the tacos? I heard there were tacos here and that sort of thing. All right, well that's all well and good. We should play a game, shouldn't we?
Let's play a game. Do we have anybody else who likes to play a game with us, Scott?
Yeah, but he's kind of lame. Well, we'll add him anyway. It's Brian Dunaway. Yeah. He's coming in. He won't hear me say that because he's going to pick this up before he hears it. Let's do that. Hold on. I'm in the wrong place for all of this. Okay. All right, here comes everybody. Hold on to your butts. It's time for this. It's a Battle Royale starring Brian Dunaway. Hello.
Oh, hi, Scott and Brian.
Oh, hello.
Oh, hi, Brian.
I like your standard greeting. It's great.
That's right. It's predictable. It's comfortable. It's
friendly.
Sit back and relax.
It's like coming home.
Yeah.
Right.
It's warm like a calzone in a hot bath. I don't know.
Calzone.
Not at the same time.
Don't eat your calzone in a bath. Ugh. All right.
You could eat your calzone and then go take your bath, especially if you eat your calzone very messily.
I was reading my book, a book in the bathtub once. This is not long ago, and it slipped, and my Kindle fell in the water.
No.
And then I remembered, it's the newer kind with the waterproofing. So.
Oh, nice.
It was fine. Just pulled it out and went, look at that. Nothing wrong here.
You didn't have to shove it into a bag of rice?
Nope. None of that. I could just keep on reading. Although I got a little bit of like. Kim put one of those bath balls in there that are the multicolored ones you see at the mall or whatever, and it just went blah.
Wait. Kim comes in the bathroom and puts a bath ball in your bathtub while you're in there?
She did that before I got in there. So I started the water. Whoosh. I went out of the room for a bit. I come back. She had dropped one of those in there, and I said, "Oh, what is that? There's like a rainbow of colors in the tub." And she's like, "Oh, that's one of these bath balls. You should try it." So that's how it worked. Yeah, Brian was hoping I was getting some sort of servitude thing going on where she was like, "Will there be anything else, master, before I leave?"
Serving wench, bring me another bath ball.
Anyway, if you want to participate in today's program, you need to call this number, 801-471-0462. You could win prizes, and you got to call in. That's 801-471-0462. We have a answer or a caller right now. Hi, who's this? Hello? Oh,
they don't want to tell us. It's a secret.
This is not happening again, is it? I thought I fixed this, didn't I? Maybe it's the first call is a problem.
Caller number 2. Yeah. Always be caller number 2.
Let me do it again.
Never be caller number 1. Be caller number 2.
I'm going to figure this out.
Everybody knows that. Yeah. Also, by the way, I know this happens to Tom Merritt. We've got to get together and figure it out. But I'm still ringing.
Oh,
driving
yeah.
me crazy.
Oh, really?
Yeah, this happens to him and Tom where it just keeps ringing as if he hasn't answered it. It's super weird.
It's weird.
Is it still
All right,
going
I'm gonna
now?
hang up. Call me right back.
All right.
Is that how that works?
Yeah, you
All right.
just
Yeah,
leave
yeah,
the
you
call
can
and
do
come
that.
back. Here's the funny bit about that. What was I going to say? I don't. I have all my notifications turned off. So for all I know, that sound happens to me too. I just don't know it because I turned all that off. I have no idea.
Yeah, no, I still get notifications in Discord because I need to know when you're calling. If I've got a window in front of the Discord, then.
Yeah. You'd like to.
No, but Discord, come on. I mean, Discord's
Discord's
janky.
It's got some issues. It's got some stuff.
Yeah.
Which is still sad to say. It's kind of the best thing out there right now.
Yeah, until Squadcast gets its act together and gets more.
Yeah, let's go Squadcast. Oh, hi, someone's on the line. Hi, who's this?
It's Corey from Canada. How you doing today, Scott?
I'm doing fantastic,
Corey.
Corey from Canada. Thanks for calling in today. And what part of Canada are you from?
I live about an hour north of Toronto in Ontario.
Oh, all right, that's cool.
Ah, cool.
That's right next to all the other Canadian countries.
That's
Exactly.
right there in
Vancouver's,
Canada.
I can see Vancouver from my
West
window.
of New Brunswick.
Yeah, right.
And,
You see Vancouver from your window. That's awesome. All right, Dunaway's back. Hi, Brian.
Oh, hi. I had to
hi.
totally close Discord out. What a hassle.
Oh, I should have
All
told
right,
you
we're gonna
that.
fix
Yeah.
it. We're going to fix it.
You have to exit that thing, or you just turn off the notifications. Anyway, hey,
I did.
Look, you do what you got to do. You be you. We're gonna play a game. Brian Ibbott's gonna explain it. We're gonna see if Corey can't win some prizes today on the morning stream.
Yes.
Brian, how does it go?
Sounds good. Hey, Corey, I'm going to be giving Scott and Brian Dunaway a topic, and they're going to go back and forth with answers for that topic. If one of them gives a wrong answer, a repeated answer, or they take too long to come up with an answer, the one is going to go to the other player. Your job is to predict who is going to come out on top based on the topic. Today, you're playing for a set of physical prizes that just got way more expensive to ship, including a copy of 2 Mike DeCleva CDs, a copy of Splasher on Steam, Duratan Warcraft plush. Plus, today we are adding a Microsoft swag pack, including some Xbox coasters, a Microsoft pen and notebook, as well as some gel mats for your phone, and a pack of podcasting cards from who sent this?
No.
It's
Tech 9.
it says tell me you got that is all it says. Tell me you got that.
Is that a game?
No, it's it's a
person.
game of it's playing cards. So
It's
every game.
actual playing cards. Okay.
Actual playing cards.
Okay, awesome. Well, that sounds like a good time. Corey, all those prizes could be
Steals
yours.
that line from the dude from Die Hard. Tell me you got that.
Yeah, tell me you got that. Booby. Anyway,
Right, exactly.
there's a bubby. I say
All right,
booby.
so those are your prizes. Today's Babble Royale comes to us courtesy of TMS Mashups, Jamie. All right, so we know that some people call him the Space Cowboy. We know that some people call him the Gangster of Love, and some people call him Maurice. But in this song, what does Steve Miller refer to himself as? There are 7 things, according to the chorus, that he is.
Oh my
in this
gosh!
song.
Really?
And yes, do you know the song? 'Cause if I tell
Yeah.
you the song, it's going to give you one of them. So, so there's 7 things that Steve Miller refers to himself as in the chorus of this song.
In the name of
See how many of these you can name.
Remind me the name of the song again.
No,
I'm
you
not,
can't if he
because
does,
that's
and
one
I'll
of the
give
Oh,
you
things.
the
it
thing.
has a title in it. You're right. You're right. Okay.
All right, Corey, who do you want to go first, and who do you think is going to win this one?
Well, this is an old song, I'm pretty sure, and I think Brian Dunaway is way too young to get this one. So I'm going to go Scott to win and Brian to start first.
Oh man, I don't know.
I was almost offended for just a second. And I was like, "Oh, he's saying I'm young." Sweet.
I do
mean,
love.
if I give you the line right before it, will that help you?
No, I'm okay. I think I'm okay.
All right. Okay.
I love Steve Miller. I'm just trying not to confuse songs here.
Yeah.
Because I do
And
listen.
it was
to
his band, you know.
I do like the Steve Miller band. I'll listen to it all the
That's
time.
right.
Right.
All right. I'll start then.
All right.
I think the first, and the reason this is coming to mind is because today that new Joker
Ooh.
Trailer landed. I don't know if anyone's seen that yet. That's crazy. Holy crap.
It is crazy. Yeah.
He lost some weight for that weird role. Go watch it, everybody. I hope the movie's as good as the trailer. The trailer's awesome.
The trailer looks amazing.
So Joker is in the title.
Yeah,
right?
Joker. It's in the title. It's in the chorus, and it is the title of the song. So, thank you for finally allowing me to.
Is
to
it
say
Joker or the Joker or just?
The song is called The Joker.
The Joker. All right. All right, Dunaway, it's on you.
I'm a midnight toker.
He is a midnight toker. That is the seventh of the 7 things that he says.
That was the first time I ever heard that term, and I was like, "What does that even mean?"
What is a midnight toker?
No.
He's a lover at some point.
Wrapped up like a douche.
He is a lover. That's the third thing he says that he is.
All right, he's a lover.
Oh, he's a lover.
Yeah.
Okay.
He's a lover.
I'm a boner.
No.
Oh.
I'm trying not to give too many of them away because I'm gonna say them all in a row because he kind of rapid fires them, and he's a picker.
A picker.
He is a picker.
Really?
He's
The
picker.
first thing he is a picker. Yes.
I don't remember
he's
that.
such a gross picker.
I would have got that one totally wrong.
He means like guitar playing. I got you.
Yeah, or he's just mining in his nose for some mineral resources.
I'm a Joker. I'm a something. I'm a midnight toker. I'm a Joker. Smoker. Smoker. I'm a smoker. I'm a smoker.
Oh, there you go. Yeah.
Is that all right?
He is a smoker.
All right.
He is fresh quality meats coming from his smoker.
Okay. Great. Sausage.
Pulled pork.
Yeah, yeah. Brisket.
Right.
Some brisket.
Brisket. A nice brisket. Yep.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
All right.
All right. Well, you can't go picking without being a grinner. So he's a grinner.
Especially after a successful pick.
That's right.
That's
right.
gonna make it a very succcessful pick, and you'll be a grinner.
I watched a lot of Yeehaw growing up, people. They're always picking and a grinning.
Picking and a grinning. That is correct. That's the second thing he says. There is one more item left in the chorus that he says he is, and let's see how. So it's basically Scott wins or loses based on this next answer.
Well, all right. So the advantage I've had with Corey choosing Brian to start is that anything Brian gets correct, all I have to do is think of a rhyme.
The rhyming word, right?
Yes.
And so I'm going to try to front a rhyme for the one you just did, which was you just did Grinner, right? You just did Grinner.
Right.
Hold on, let me think. I don't want to screw this up.
No, I did Toker. Good luck.
Because it's either. Okay, I'm going to tell you what it's either or. Don't say anything. This is just my brain working. This isn't my answer.
This isn't my answer.
It's not. I just want everyone to know.
I just want to test the temperature of the room.
I just want everyone to know what I'm about to say is not my answer for sure. Okay. I just need to hear it in my head.
Sussing it out. I'll ask you for final answer, just like they do on Who Wants to Be a Millionaire, and then you can.
Because it's either I'm a grinner, and I'm a winner, or
you sure are.
I'm a grinner, and I'm a sinner. It's winner or sinner. So hold on.
So it's going to be ironic if it's one, right, and then you win. That would make you a winner, right? So something like that.
It's whatever comes before playing music in the sun. Oh shit! Is it winner?
So many great answers.
How can it not be a
chicken
picker
dinner? Seymour Skinner.
I can't look at them.
Skinner.
I can't look at them.
Hey man, if grinner, winner. I mean.
All right, you know what? If he's a midnight toker, and if he's a grinner, and if he's all those things, those all seem skeevy to me. I'm going to land on the side of sinner. I'm going to say sinner is the answer.
I think you're wrong because if you're winning when you're picking.
Is Corey from Canada.
Oh,
yes,
it is right.
So Corey from Canada is a winner.
You guys are jacking with me. Wait, so we got, that was it? It's winner.
That's it. Winner is the last one. He's
not winner,
picker,
it's sinner. Right? Sinner.
He's a picker. He's a grinner. He's a lover. And he's a sinner.
Okay, it is sinner. Okay.
Yep.
Fidget spinner, says the chat.
He's a fidget
spinner.
There could be some great lyrics.
The 70s, full of great lyrics of stuff I never knew.
I had no
Manfred
idea.
Mann's. I love Manfred Mann's version of Blinded by the Light.
Oh, it's wrapped up like a douche. Is that the one?
Yeah, wrapped up like a deuce in the runner in the night.
I'm a grinner.
Something like that.
I'm a lover. A fidget spinner.
I like my chicken on a bun. Yeah, you could go crazy with it. All right, well, Corey, I can't say anything but other than well done. You've picked it the right way today, and good job.
Congratulations. You're a winner.
And no one's a loser, so I don't have to play the other one.
Well,
we all kind of won, right?
I am, because I've got to now ship all these things to Canada.
Oh.
Oh, Canada.
Send them with Randy.
Your postage is too high. Oh, Canada, I should have made digital prizes today.
Yeah, doesn't really rhyme, but I'll take it.
Oh, Canada.
Oh my gosh, here comes my love.
I'm kidding. It's not going to be that bad. It'll just be like, it's like $10 or something.
Yeah, it's not bad. And it gets rid of all this stuff. It'll be worth it for you.
Exactly. Yes.
Yeah, so good job, Corey. I hope that you continue to use your money with holes in it and have a fantastic day up in the beautiful land that is Canada. And I can't find where to hang up on you. Bye. Okay, he's gone now. All right. Well, that was great. I enjoyed that.
Yes. That was fun. Good job. Good job, TMS Mashups, Jamie. Well done, sir. Well done.
Well done.
That's a good one.
Well done. Brian Dunaway, as always, the pleasure is ours to have you here. Is there anything you'd like to say in parting that will, I don't know, enlighten our day and give us a better feel for tomorrow? What's going on?
Enlighten, I don't know about that, but we talked about on the Boop Show, me downloading the Elder Scrolls Online, and I did just that. So
good.
To,
Let's play. Let's play. I've been playing. I played last night. I played a whole bunch. That game's great. I got deep.
100 gigabytes.
I know, it's big, but it's all voice acted. Everything, every quest, every single thing is voice acted in that game. There's no text without a voice. So
That's right.
Which is pretty great. It's pretty great. So we need to get in there and play some of that because I'm hooked at the moment. I can't stop playing it, and it's really good. All right. Well done.
I'm a picker.
I'm
a
Far
Grinner.
Cry 5 or Far Cry New Dawn, man.
Oh yeah, how's that going?
Yeah.
You getting close
Good.
there?
I'm on a level where I've got to infiltrate a big old aircraft carrier, big old battleship, and steal a package from below decks, and then get out. And I can do all that
to Canada,
and then deliver it to Canada, which costs so much Far Cry money.
Yeah.
But no, then I've got to run down the beach and get picked up by the helicopter. That's what gets me, is that everybody comes after me. And I've got 40 guys coming around every angle shooting me.
Well, they want you. They want what you've got. They want your shirt. That's what they want.
They want my shirt, because that's what's in the package.
That's right. You live on I guess it's Montana. I was going to say you live on a tropical island. They want your shirt, but Montana's fine too. Well, Dunaway, have a good one, man. Stay out of trouble, will you?
Yeah, thank you.
The Brian Dunaway on Twitter. Bye. He calls us a sinner. That's what he did.
It's a sinner.
Yeah, you should have called us a winner because we won.
Yes.
All right. Well done, everybody. Time for this. Whoops. Time for this.
This is your radio newscaster with another exclusive, sensational summary of world and local events.
Hey, look, it's the news brought to you by.
Hey there, TMSers and Frog Pants fans. Finley here. This season of Finley's Thoughts podcast is called Running the Gauntlet, and me and my co-host Walker are reviewing the MCU movies in order, leading up to the big one. We've released our first 2 episodes for Season 3, Running the Gauntlet, and you can find them on multiple podcatchers or at our website, anchor.fm/Finley's Thoughts. Come listen today.
Sorry, I was muted because I coughed. I said nice.
Oh.
That's what I meant.
Noise. Yes. That echoed. I gotta figure that business out. I'm gonna try a couple things today and see if I can.
Yeah, we gotta figure out why, at the moment anyway, that it's unique to you. I don't know why it is. That's the part I don't get. Know. Tom has no problems.
I know.
Dunaway.
No, I don't know what it could be.
I don't know what it is. It's funky.
It is.
Funky Cold Medina. Beer bump. All right, here's a story. First story of the day. A 13-year-old. This is a nice story. I wanted to start with something nice, heartwarming today.
Yay. Okay, good.
A 13-year-old kid traded his Xbox One and did a bunch of yard work to help buy his mom a car.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah, he's a Nevada boy. Bought his mother a car by trading his Xbox and doing yard work to earn money. Crystal Preston, the single mother of 3 children, was having a difficult time making ends meet and no car. That's when her oldest son, William Rablio, stepped in. At my low point, here comes my son, says Preston.
Here comes my son.
Doo-doo-doo-doo. And I say, I hope that car runs. Let's see. Was having difficult. Everybody goes through rough patches in life, and there's no. But there's good that can come from the situation as long as somebody with a heart does it. William came across a woman selling a 1999 white Chevy Metro on Facebook, and reached out about buying it. It was really cheap, so I asked if I could trade my Xbox and earn the rest. At first, she said no, but then she thought about it, and then she said yes. The teen works around the neighborhood mowing lawns, cleaning yards, and other odd jobs, and decided he wanted to surprise his mom and help her out. I saw people on YouTube, and they get their mom a car. I wanted to do that, he says. It's not quite the same as The Rock going to buy his mom a new Escalade. But
no, it's not, but that's still really cool.
Yeah, it was really cool. Preston thought her son was doing great work one day recently, and he came home and told her the news. She didn't want to believe him at first, but he took her outside, and the seller was waiting to drive them to her house. When they arrived, William told her mom, "Mom, that's your car." "I lost it. I bawled so bad," says Preston. "I was just like, there's no way."
Aww.
That's cute.
That's super cool. That is really cute. That's super nice.
Good, nice son. Good job, boy.
Mm-hmm.
I'd be
He's
proud
the
of
good
you.
son. If there was a TV show that was named after him, it would be called The Good Son.
Right. Is there a show called The Good Son?
I think there is. There's a good everything. There's the good wife.
Yeah.
There's good girls. There's the good place. There's
good as it gets.
Doctor. What's the one with the kid Freddie Highmore?
The Good Doctor. The Good Doctor.
The Good Doctor, right? Isn't that it?
I think so. Yeah.
The Good Fight. That's the new one. That's the spinoff of The Good Wife with Baranski.
Oh, I didn't know they had a spinoff. I never
Steve
watched a
Baranski.
single Good Wife episode, and I kept hearing it was
No,
good.
I didn't either.
I heard it was good.
I hear it's one of the best things.
The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly?
There's that.
The Good Guys? Oh, that's a online electrical and home appliance service center. So,
Are you googling good things?
I just typed The Good, and then
there's Good Thing by Finding Cannibals.
I don't even Google anymore. I use DuckDuckGo
yeah, that's
now.
right. You're DuckDuckGoose, yeah.
Or Go.
You know what I don't like about DuckDuckGoose is that
It's
I have
not
to
Goose.
click
Just for the record, it's not Goose. It's Go. It's just before you say.
DuckDuckGo. Okay, whatever. Maybe that's the problem. Is I'm using DuckDuckGoose. It's a bunch of preschoolers who run around and give me search results and then run around in a circle as fast as they can.
Exactly.
No, it doesn't give you the images unless you click the images. Like if I want, if I'm doing a search for some actor or actress that I see in a Netflix show, I'm like, oh yeah, who's that guy? I know I've seen him before. And then I do a search for that thing. It's like, no, I want the images right away. I don't want to have to click a tab to see a little taste of the images.
Oh,
Google gives you a little taste.
Like
and then you can see more by clicking it.
If I click Sean Astin, I get a picture of him, but it's just one.
Just one on the right.
Yeah.
And he says, "I'm sorry, Mr. Frodo.
I don't mean to.
I was a really weird guy in that movie with Julianne Moore that Brian saw over the weekend."
Sam.
Yeah, but then like Google gives you like a little stripe of images of Sean Astin at the top. I mean, it's a minor thing, right? It's a small thing to complain about.
Yeah, I really like DuckDuckGo.
I also really want some paid for search results.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and you want them to track you everywhere you go.
I want them to track me, everything that I do. Exactly.
Yeah, it's great. No, I get it. I totally get it. That's how they get you. All right, next story. Utah story. This will be fun. Don't get enough of these, I don't think. Excuse me. A goat got kicked off a school bus here in Utah.
Well, good.
A mischievous goat is getting kicked off school bus after trying to sneak on with students in Utah. The goat named Tango just wanted to be one of the school children as he tried to board a school bus in Heber City. This is kind of a somewhat remote town, by the way.
Yeah.
In a video capturing the incident, a man tried to block Tango's path, but Tango is seen clearly avoiding his efforts, so Tango was carried away by a nearby woman. I'm going to show this because it's video and it's funny. So hold on here, chat.
Tango, your goat's writing checks that your body can cash.
Yeah, it's a great name for a goat, by the way.
It is, yeah.
Goat
Tango
named
the goat.
All right, so here's said goat. Here we go. We'll play this video.
Oh, this is from the Chris and Rosie show.
Uh-huh. Oh, look at him. Get out of there, goat.
They're like the new Todd and Aaron.
Yeah. They're taking over the world one airwave at a time. Oh, here she comes out with the goat. There's Tango. Oh. Stupid goat, stay out of there. I don't know why this is news, but yeah, a goat tried to get on a bus.
That guy kicks the goat.
Yeah, he did kick the goat. And look at his socks. This is a fashion nightmare. Look at his pants.
I guess he's trying to block the goat from going in with his foot.
Right. But seriously, your socks are bad. I'm just telling this guy. I'm going to shame him now.
What's wrong with the socks?
Look at them. They look terrible. You should never wear white socks up to your knees. What is it, 1983 in here? What is this? Look at that. That's horrible.
There's like you can clearly see calf above those socks. Those are fine.
Well, all right.
His knees are just below his shorts. Now I'd say his.
In Vegas, I would like to make. Can you please show up like that? I want you in the shirt you had on earlier. I want you in shorts, and I want you in socks that are pulled up as high as you can pull them up. Will you do that?
Sure.
Okay.
I'll be happy to.
I want to see it. Scott, fashion police. That's right, chat room.
That's right.
It's my
Jeez,
job.
sock shaming.
I'm really
sock shaming Scott.
I'm really one to talk. I got all this mismatched stuff on today. I'm a total bum today.
Yeah, socks and sandals are the real problem.
I used to wear those though, like a lot. Did you ever do that?
I'm wearing them right now, but only because these are the Birkenstock plantar fasciitis sandals. So basically, it's
oh right, they're good for your standing desk. Yeah,
hard plastic sandals that I just wear.
Yeah. I should get a pair of those. I don't get the
chilly, so I wear some socks.
Oh, see, that's fine though. That's a work-related decision.
Yes,
that's not the
health
same.
Related decision.
Or health-related.
I don't leave the house like this.
Right, and if you did,
I certainly don't go chasing goats into the school bus like this. I have a whole different outfit for that.
I mean, that's the thing is I should be careful what I say. I'm having my own Me Too moment here because back in the day, I don't remember which Nerdtacular it was, but there was a day at Nerdtacular one of those years. I'm thinking 2012. I'm not sure, where I wore sandals with socks. Now they weren't sandals like pure sandals. They were more like a big Birkenstocky, lots of overlap, almost a shoe. But it was still definitely sandal. I was still in violation of the rule. But I walked around all day in those.
All right, was there an open toe involved?
Let me think here. Those were,
because that would be the definition for me of well. I guess.
I mean it was lots of thick straps, like bacon-sized straps around the shoe that would expose multiple straps. It would expose multiple.
Wow, did you used to work in a famous footwear with that knowledge? That
yeah, don't get your shoe advice from me, but lots of parts of your foot would be exposed because they were overlaps, right?
Yeah, that's.
And I'm pretty sure the front was, and so yeah, that's a sandal. And yes, I wore them at a Nerdtacular. So before you go dig up pictures on Flickr, you guys, I know I've done it. That used to be my go-to, man. I used to love it.
I wish I had a bell because I would go shame, clunk, clunk.
Yeah, you should do that. Make me walk through town naked. That'd be great.
Yep.
No.
Your sandals and socks. Sandals and socks.
You'd have a body double walk through town naked and just...
and they just superimpose your head on.
Yeah,
exactly.
CGI my head on, which is what I'm looking for. Yeah. All right, let's talk about this now.
Sure.
You know the Komodo dragons, those big giant lizards? Yeah, they're pretty cool. Mm-hmm. Well, Komodo Island is closing because tourists are stealing dragons.
Oh, no.
Yeah. The whole reason for Indonesia's famous Komodo Dragon Island is so you could go and see them in a natural habitat doing natural giant lizard things and not leave with one under your arm.
Right. Poacher of dragons, first of his name.
That's right. The great dragon poaching of 2019. They're going to close to tourists after cops busted a ring of lizard smugglers.
Wow,
that's awesome. According to Indonesia's,
these are poisonous too. Like, I mean, if they bite you, they've got.
Oh, are they? I didn't know that.
I think they've got a venom.
I thought they were just big, and so when they bit you, it'd be a big bite because they were so big. But maybe you're right. You might be right.
Confirm that because I could have sworn we actually had a trivia question about that. Oh, bacteria. That's it. Yeah, it's bacteria in their spit.
Ew. Really?
Yep.
Well, don't we all?
Eats away energy in their prey. Eats away energy.
Whoa.
Wow.
What kind of space age lizard BS is this? This is crazy. I didn't know any of this stuff.
Yeah, Komodo dragons, according to National Geographic, who I trust. Ugh, there's a horrible picture of it, like drooling. That's lovely.
No.
Here, I'll give you that one. Komodo dragons kill with venom, researchers find. This is as of May 18th, 2009.
Okay.
Sharp teeth and a venomous bite.
So they call it venom.
They call it venom, yeah. But it's blood poisoning caused by the multiple strains of bacteria in the dragon saliva.
Oh, they're scary.
I'm not really poisonous. I just have improper hygiene.
Yeah, he's got a big droolie hanging off there.
Yeah.
Oh, poor guy. I mean, whatever. They were here before us, so
sure.
I don't know why I'm complaining, but
be here long after us.
Very likely. Anyway, so these people, what's been happening, I guess, conservationists are gonna examine the lizard's food supply, work on preserving endemic plant species, that sort of stuff around the environment. Conservation authorities hope that the closure will help grow the Komodo dragon population a little bit. They announced this after 41 dragons were sold and then, or that were stolen and then were trying to be sold on a smuggling ring sort of thing. The lizards are selling for about $35,000 each. $35,000 per dragon.
Wow. All right, well.
How much would you pay for your own bacteria-spitting monster in your house?
Shove it under a jacket and then walk off the island, I guess.
Yeah. It's 5 million, or let's see, 500 million rupiah, which is their money there. Their weird space money they have.
Their currency. Mm-hmm.
Komodo dragons are a protected species and considered to be the largest living lizard in the world. They are capable of growing up to 10 feet long and weighing up to 200 pounds. They have a poisonous saliva that can be dangerous, but the World Animal Foundation estimates there are only about 6,000 of these things left in the wild at all concentrated in Indonesia's Komodo National Park. It will still be possible to see the animal come 2020. Only Komodo Island, which has the estimated population of about 1,800 lizards, is closing. It will be possible to see the animals in other parts of the park. So if you were going to Indonesia and you had plans, you're like, damn it, the whole reason. Yeah, whole reason we're going, Edna, was to see these damned dragons, and now what?
Wanted to get stuck on an island with only one means of escape.
Exactly.
With 1,800 bacteria-laden venomous lizards. Come on! Could we maybe have the next fire festival held there? Maybe that's a possibility.
I think that'd be great. Yeah, assuming I heard Ja Rule was trying to do this again. Was not with these guys, but a whole other thing. I'd say good luck to him because that last one did not turn out.
It's just I would change the name. I would just basically come up with something different to kind of separate yourself from that name, Fire Festival, as much as possible.
Oh, I wouldn't even put festival in it. I'd change it to like. Ja Rule's party time or something.
Rule Con. Yeah. Ja Rule Con.
Ja Rule Con. There you go.
No Ja Rules.
Yeah.
Just right.
Just right. That's true. You can only go in that lower register when you do an Australian accent.
Just right.
Just right.
It's not a knife.
Now that we've had Gidget on the show, by the way, I think I'm going to have Gidget come back once a month and do some short little something with her about Australia.
Love it. Yeah.
Because she was a natural the other day. And I told her drink
She's
as
great.
drink
so
as
easy
much.
To talk to.
Yeah, and she should drink as much wine as possible every time. Inebriated Gidget. Let's see. How about this one? Oh, I love these stories. Another doth protest too much. These are always great. Jack Renshaw. He is noted as a neo-Nazi. Has a bunch of followers. One of these Nazi fellers. Mm-hmm. He is also one who has stood up at his rallies where not only does he promote the sort of neo-Nazi lifestyle, but also has said on numerous occasions how unnatural homosexuality is. So sort of railing against all that.
I'm waiting. Here it comes.
Well, he's been revealed as a pedophile who's grooming young boys.
Oh, grooming? Well, so he's what? Like doing hair treatments?
Yeah,
and,
that's it. Checking their eyebrows, making sure it's not too much.
Right, yeah, keeping the hair from getting unruly.
Mm-hmm. Picking nits off their back, that sort of thing. Neo-Nazi who plotted to murder Labour MP. What's an MP? In Britain, it's an MP is a it's the main thing.
Not military police, not missing persons,
no,
but a member of Parliament.
Is it a member of Parliament? Is that it?
Member of Parliament, yes.
Okay, member of Parliament. There we go. Anyway, with a machete, he was going to kill this guy with a machete. So, way to bury the headline.
Member of Pumbaa.
He's like, he's a neo-Nazi. He doesn't like homosexuality. Oh, and by the way, he also tried to kill a guy with a machete.
Yeah, exactly. Well, come on. I mean,
jeez Louises. Anyway, he reported during his trial for alleged membership in a terrorist group. National Action was the name of the group, which was banned over its racist, anti-Semitic, and homophobic ideology in 2016. Anyway, I'm going to jump ahead a little bit here. He was arrested in 2017 over speeches where he called for the genocide of Jewish people and later jailed for 3 years for stirring up racial hatred. Police have seized his phone as part of the investigation and discovered evidence that he was grooming underage boys online. Court said he would set up fake Facebook profiles and contacted boys ages 13 to 14, and did a lot of this between the 2016 and 2017. Yeah, he's a pedophile guy. So this always goes this way. I'm telling you, always. The louder and more obnoxious somebody is about oppressing somebody else, always some big fat skeleton in his closet going, "Wow, exactly. Look at me with my skeleton stuff I do."
Yeah.
So there's that story.
I mean, there's got to be some that are like on the level, right? Like this person hates racists. That doesn't mean maybe they're a closet racist. You know,
no.
There's got to be some good ones.
I think that
it's only the bad ones.
It's only the ones that are trying to exercise control over somebody else, tell somebody else how to live or be. Those are the ones. There's always the ones. Now, if you're somebody who's like me, who would go, "Ugh, racism, gross," doesn't mean that.
I hear you protest about those racists a little too much, Scott. Makes me worry just a little bit too much.
Might be a racist. Boy, you sure talk about not liking thick and liquid a lot, Brian. Think you might like some thick and liquid there.
Secretly, I love people in the movie theater take off their shoes and socks.
Yeah, exactly. I just, I got no time for, I have enough time to read the stories about them and make fun of them, but people like this they're on the wrong side of the shoe. Is that the old phrase?
I back you up. I'm supporting you.
All right, that sounds good. Let's take a break. When we come back, Tom Merritt will be here. So will Nicole. We're going to have some fun today with both technology and recomentals. Before all that, though, a song break, which Brian Ibbett will now introduce in his usual way.
That's right. So, Scott, you like the trip hop?
I do.
You like the down tempo?
I do.
You like the chill lounge?
I like all those things and more.
You're going to get all of those things and more in this song. This is a band from, or actually a producer who performs under the name Voluptas Mors, Voluptas Mors, out of Barcelona. Barcelona, in Spain. Brand new album is called Innocence. You can check them out at voluptasmors.com, voluptasmors.com, to hear more of their music. This is great stuff, and I love the female vocals on this. The song is called "The Day I Die" from their brand new album Innocence.
Stop buying American trash. If we must have rubbish on our screens, let's have homegrown rubbish. At least we'll be able to understand what they're talking about.
Diarrhea has a buttery smell.
The morning stream.
Just grooving on it today. I like our transition music.
So the music is just a little bit, it's like right on the fence, right on the edge of wherever you've got your slider for
right now I have an auto because we changed it to auto detect yesterday, so I have it there still.
Right, yeah. Oh wow, so it cuts out except for little bits of the music. It's really weird, but talking totally fine.
Weird. I don't get it.
Totally weird.
I don't get it.
Yeah,
we'll figure it
Discord,
out one of these days.
What are you gonna do?
Yeah, what are you gonna
Discord.
do? Yeah, it's either just Jury or it's just Brian. The curse moved. It just moved from Jury to you. That's all.
It's curse the curse.
It's not like you and I have a daily show plus one on Friday.
No, I know. Exactly.
It's not a problem because we don't record all the time. So if we weren't on the air every day, I mean, why can't this happen to like I do a thing with Schleicher once a month? Why can't it happen to him?
Exactly. Yeah. I don't know.
All right. I don't know. Well, we live, we learn, we move on. Let's get Thomas in here.
Speaking of living and learning.
Oh, I both live and learn. when Tom's on. I don't know about the rest of the world that listens to this show, but that's what I do. So here's his theme.
With the computer, as with any tool, the concept and direction must come from the man.
That man is none other than Thomas Merritt, originally from Illinois, now residing in Los Angeles, California, and one of the greatest tech minds of our time. Tom Merritt, welcome to the show.
Why, thank you, Brian and Scott. It's an honor to be here.
Wow, that's fantastic. Look at his giant phallic microphone, everybody, that he's got now. He's testing a new microphone.
It's
like
super high.
This microphone threatens you, doesn't it?
It does a little bit. It makes me feel inadequate. But here's the thing about it. It looks like, so if you get ice cream cones, at the fair or whatever, I look like I got a little single scoop here on mine.
Right.
Tom's got like...
There, I'll take off the pop filter. Is that better?
Oh, it even sounds better. That's
yeah,
weird.
because this muffles it a little bit. It's not. This was like I need to get an actual decent pop filter for this mic.
Yeah, no, you sound.
Now your microphone doesn't look like it's wearing a Russian merkin.
But I have to be careful of what I do with my B's and my P's now.
That's right. Keep your B's and your P's to yourself. This is what my mom always said. Anyway, it's Tom Merritt, everybody. We're glad to have you here, and of course, we talk tech on Wednesdays before the day gets going. Tell me what's on the docket today. What's happening?
Well, right as you called, I was partway through reading about Adobe After Effects content-aware fill.
Yeah, I saw the video of that today. Isn't that amazing?
Yeah. So content-aware fill, as I'm sure Scott knows, in Photoshop, you can delete an object, and then content-aware fill will fill in around that object. So the classic example is there's a bird in the sky, and you delete the bird, and then cloudy sky just fills in, and you'd never know the bird was there. Stuff like that. Well, with After Effects, they're doing it in video. So you can say, I don't want this bicyclist in the video I shot of this amazing car. Let me delete the bicyclist, and then it'll just fill in the road. So you would never know the bicyclist was there.
Wow! So like guardrails and trees and everything else that might be in the background will be filled in.
Yeah, it just gets filled in. Yeah,
that's
irritating
cool.
people.
That used to be a lot of work in Photoshop, like very.
You can't do this in real life, Ibit. I'm sorry.
Right.
Dang it!
Why is this? Content-aware fill was my wrestling name in high school, by the way, for a long time.
Right. I know. That's all I can think of when you were saying some guy named Content-aware Phil.
That's the guy who always knows what's in the newspaper and magazines. Content-aware Phil.
So in Photoshop, they've got similar stuff, but nothing quite this automatic. At least not that I've seen lately, and maybe they put that into Photoshop
yeah, this
and
is
I missed
pretty
it.
Impressive.
Yeah, that's awesome. I have to go look at it. I didn't see this today, so that's pretty cool.
And to fine-tune results, as I'm writing right now, you can create a reference frame in Photoshop.
Oh, all right.
So if you do it and you're like, nah, that doesn't look quite right, you can create a reference frame in Photoshop. It should look something like this. Put it in there, and it'll be like, oh, okay, we get it now. Boom.
So this doesn't even have to be a perfect reference frame, pixel by pixel. It can just be, here's the shot, here's the
that
basic
I really
angle.
don't know,
Yeah.
but they say you can do that. So
I'm into this.
This would be good for VR stuff. It can work in 360-degree products.
Yeah, it'd be good for some pretty sweet propaganda. You could do with this. You could remove people from crowds you don't want to show up in your rallies and things like that. That's one way we could do
really,
it.
Really cool.
Yeah, I like it. I kid, of course, but there are going to be people that are screaming about how this is the next step and how can we tell if anything's real or whatever. So that'll be fun.
When you say people,
a number of people.
I'll just remove them, and then the problem is solved.
There will be a number of people whose bikes and bodies we need to remove from our scene. Exactly.
This is the Thanos filter. About 50% of your image will get removed. And
yeah.
You're not wrong. Every time there's an advance in something like this, it is a fair concern to say, like, hey, we need to catch up on our literacy so we don't get fooled by thinking, well, there's no way they could have removed a person from a video. Well, guess what? Yes, there is.
I still go check out your machine, or not yours. It's not yours, but you told me about it. The machine-generated cats and people thing.
This person does not exist.
Yeah,
that does not exist.
I go there all the time because, especially the cat one, because you end up with just like the most busted up everything.
The cat one is still a little less. The cats are more difficult. That's all.
Yeah. But even on the human one, once in a while, someone will have like 4 lenses in their glasses or a nostril, an extra nostril,
missing glasses, or an ear that's like somebody else's, 2 different ears from 2 different people.
Yeah, I do like that. So I'm a fan of this. I'm all for it. Like I'm not paranoid about this because the same tools that make it easy for us to take the bicycle out of the scene are the same tools that will often be able to detect that has been done to a photo
Correct.
or video.
I mean,
so.
knowing that this is possible is one thing, and being able to know, it's Adobe After Effects that they do this, so we can look for the trace effects, forensically, I guess would be a way of putting it, to find out if it looks like this was done with After Effects. It's never perfect.
Did you ever see the Jennifer Lawrence, Steve Buscemi video thing? Did you ever watch that?
The thing is amazing.
It's insane. It's not to do with this so much as it is that, what do they call them? Deep fake videos?
The Uncanny Valley?
No, it's the thing where they were able to make it. Jordan Peele did this once deep fakes. That's it.
Okay.
And they did one with Buscemi's face on Jennifer Lawrence's body while she is talking to a bunch of press at the end of like a Golden Globes or something. I don't know what it was, some event. So it's still got her voice and her generally, but then his face and his eyes and his mouth, and it is ridiculously accurate. Like it's the craziest thing I've ever seen, and it's. The Uncanny Valley didn't come from something's just a little off. It came from, oh my gosh, why is Steve Buscemi in drag talking with a higher register and
talking like Jennifer
Long
Lawrence?
hair.
It's so weird.
There's John Florida 1960. Just put a link in the chat. It is absolutely unnerving and amazing.
Yeah, I don't like it. It makes me feel funny. Anyway. Well, this is great. I'm sure that'll come up today, among many other fine stories on the Daily Tech News Show.
Absolutely.
Very much looking forward to that. Anything else before we go?
Yeah, I've been mentioning this to folks. If they want to keep up with all the different things that I do, I put out a newsletter that summarizes them at the end of the week. So it's just a way for folks who are interested. If you're interested, like, what are all the shows you do? What did the shows talk about? If you listen to me on TMS, but you want to know what else I'm out there chatting about and rapping about or writing about, you can get the newsletter at freetomnewsletter.com.
I feel like you're riding a bit of a cool trend that's happening because maybe unknowingly, but it seems like newsletters are back in vogue. Like I'm hearing a lot about people's
newsletters have been back for a while. My friend Andrew Main has been a big proponent of them for writing for a long time, and Justin Robert Young is sort of the one who really inspired me to get on the bandwagon.
Well, that's fantastic. I'm going to see what that would be. What would a TMS newsletter? Yeah, what would that look like, Brian? What would it look like? A weekly TMS newsletter?
It would be articles where all the names have been replaced with Pumbaa and Giggity Culpepper.
Perfect. Well, we've done it again.
And a bunch of throw in some animated GIFs.
Yeah, we're all set. Tom Merritt, everybody. Ace Detect on Twitter and the Daily Tech News Show today at 2:30 Mountain. I'll be there. It's Wednesday. Can't wait. Tom, take it easy. We'll see you later.
See y'all.
Bye now.
See ya.
All right. Camera changed.
Cool.
There we go. All right.
Monkey Bananas says, next up, zines.
Zines.
Followed by weblogs.
Yep. Then Twitter. We'll just repeat everything. That's cool.
It's the cycle. Yeah, exactly.
Down with it. All right, we're going to add Nicole to this thing. It's a little early. I'm not sure she knows it's time.
Uh-oh.
While we do that, I'm going to pause and ask you, you said you were going to have a link or a clip. What did you decide to do?
Yeah, I put it in. It's in the...
Is it in there? Okay.
It's in Recomentals, yep.
I'm going to do that right now.
It's like 10 seconds long because that is all you will need to identify this.
Okay, hold on a second.
That's it right there.
Let me export that out to a format I need. There we go. Okay, and then I'll drag that in here. And drag and drop. All right, we're ready then. We have your file, and I didn't see what it was. Yay!
Good.
All right, Nicole, where are you? Not here. Let me try her again. Let me text her real quick. Hey, I got a message from you just now.
From me just now?
Oh, it was before the show. When I said the cold settled in my chest.
Oh, yeah. It was like, oh, bummer.
All right, here we go. Nicole.
Could have said, bummer.
Bummer.
So many different ways I could actually say that.
Oh, hey, Nick. I saw him. Did he leave? Crap.
Oh.
I have to tell him something. All right. He's going to work. Let's see. Nicole, we need to say, hey, you ready? You live listeners, you get all this, like, in-betweener stuff whenever we pause.
All these bonus things.
Mm-hmm. Just imagine the wealth of information you're getting.
Yeah.
All right. Let's see what she says. Hi, I'm Nicole, and I have words to say.
Here's a child's program I'd like to recommend for Recomentals.
That's right. Here's my husband Mark running through the room.
Crap! Mark!
Mark, something's wrong with my recording unit.
Why do I have a southern accent all the time?
What's happening?
Wood. I just love talking about wood.
That's right. My husband has the best wood of all wood. He comes to me in the morning with a big slab of
hardwood.
Of hardwood. That's awful. All right. No answer yet. I worry.
No.
I worry. Let's try her again.
Whoa, that's a new thing.
What's that? What's new?
Just got a weird bling noise.
Oh.
That I haven't heard before. Is that like a
It wasn't. I didn't hear it.
new Discord sound or something?
I don't
That's
know.
Bizarre.
I have no idea. You got some other desktop thing going on? Notification?
Oh, it is some other notification. Downloaded a program called Deliveries, which you can just plug all of your UPS and like things you've got coming, and it just keeps track of them all over the country.
Oh,
and
that's
shows you
cool.
where they're at any given time.
Does
and that
it-
way you don't have to, maintain a, FedEx page and a UPS page.
Do you have like a? Does it show a map and everything? Like
It does. Yeah, it shows
Oh.
you where your item is on a map. It's
What's
really
that-
cool.
what's it
syncs
called?
to iCloud, so you can use it with iPad and iPhone and stuff like that.
What's it called?
Let's see where. It's called Deliveries. Hank the Crab bought it for Mac and iOS. Yeah, but where is the button that turns off notification sounds?
Yeah. The bus has left the terminal.
Oh, exactly. Yeah, there is no. Maybe it's up here.
Oh, there she
No,
is.
there is no icon or no preference
nothing.
for turning off notifications.
Well, you never know, man. Those things are going to get you one way or the other. All right, I'm going to play this now. Check this out, everybody. Check it out. And welcome back, everybody. Nicole's here. Hi, Nicole. Hi.
Hi. Sorry, I was finishing my recommendal in the car.
Oh, it's fine. Look, we ended with Tom a little earlier than usual, so I figured it was.
Okay.
Yeah, we didn't leave you a lot of space.
I remember when I was young and I could finish in the car.
Yeah, right? Oh, man. Now he's got to take it to the house and then to the store and everything else.
That's right. Exactly.
Hey, Nicole, we absolutely were not doing an impression of you earlier and would love to welcome you to the show.
Totally weren't.
Yeah,
Yes.
we weren't doing a voice that was not even remotely like your
what,
real voice.
What does an impression of me sound like?
We were just faking it and going, "Hi, I'm Nicole and Mark," and we were just doing words.
So I sound like Mr. Handy.
Yeah, Mr.
I would
Handy.
recommend a children's program animated film from Netflix.
I loved it. It's on Netflix. That's how we did the voice. But it's not like you at all. And
Not at all.
nor should it be. So bad on us. Anyway, welcome to Recomentals. This is where on Wednesdays we discuss things we've seen on streaming services and recommend them. Sometimes we warn against them, but mostly we recommend them. The tradition is we begin with Brian. Any setup for your clip, sir?
Yes, this is a Jonathan Demme film, and I think even telling you that won't help you recognize what this is. Well, I mean, you'll know what it is a sound of or what's playing, but I don't think you'll know what this is.
Is this Ted Demme died? Jonathan Demme is alive, right? Do I have
Jonathan Demme is still alive? Yes.
Okay, it sucks that his brother died. He was also really good. All right.
No, I take that back. Jonathan Demme died in 2017.
Oh, they both have passed away then.
Yeah.
Well, I don't like that at all.
Yep. No.
Well, here it is. Brian's Recomental. We'll see if we can figure it out.
Same as it ever was. 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 Same as it ever was.
Well, other than the thing that'll get us
Is
banned
this
from
the
YouTube.
Nick Cage movie where he or was that John Cusack?
It's not Nick Cage. I know what this is. This is Hold on.
So it's either about talking heads or it's like that movie where he goes to a different timeline.
Right,
Of his
the one with
reality.
Tia Leone.
Yes, and he had kids. It's not that.
It's not that. No,
Okay.
but that was actually Downsizing. That's right. Downsizing was the movie that used that as its theme music, or the trailer that used it as its.
Yeah, I was gonna say, other than the thing that'll get us banned from YouTube today, I'm gonna guess that it was probably.
I know. That's why I only did like 8 seconds. Of it. That's probably still too much.
They'll still
I was
do
gonna
it.
say that's still too much. We got nailed the other day.
Yeah, they'll get
Yeah.
you. I'm gonna say this is that one with 48 Hours guy. What? I can't think of his name. Nick.
Oh, Nick Nolte.
Nick Nolte. Is it that movie?
Sure.
Is
No.
It? No.
No.
Okay. There's a
Nope.
movie with Nick Nolte in it where this song is played prominently in it.
Yeah, I don't know what that
Is
one
it a
is.
Talking Heads documentary?
It is a Talking Heads concert film. It is called Stop Making Sense. This thing came out in 1984. It's one of the earliest things that Jonathan Demme ever released. He did, I think, Swing Shift before this, Melvin and Howard, but then he released this. And this is highly regarded as one of the best concert films of all time. And I can see why. It is so good. It is, it is just a concert film. It's the Talking Heads from their, I want to say their Remain in Light tour.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like, it's a concert that slowly builds up on itself. Starts out with just David Byrne on stage with a guitar and a tape player, cassette player, and he starts playing music on the cassette player, and he starts playing his guitar along with it.
Wow.
And then it just builds and builds and builds up onto it, and it's so good. Yeah, Psycho Killer basically comes out with a tape deck that's just going, and then he's playing guitar along with it. So good.
Psycho Killer. That's how he sings.
And sorry, Speaking in Tongues was the, not Remain in Light, but Speaking in Tongues was the nice, well done. Is the opening, or the album that they were promoting.
So where's this playing?
It is streaming on Amazon Prime, and it is just great background thing to watch. It's great foreground thing to watch. I mean, if you pay attention to it, it's really cool watching the band kind of slowly bring their stuff out on stage. And he's, like I said, it starts out with a completely bare stage where you even see the back wall and everything. Like you see the back of the house, and then they just kind of build things up, and it is one of the best concert films.
What's
of
it
all
called?
time.
Stop Making Sense?
Stop Making sense. Yep,
Stop
comes from the
Making
line from Girlfriend is Better.
He has his awesome shoulder pads on too.
Yes, it's the big suit. It's the
yeah.
classic David Byrne big suit.
That's what you want.
He's a working girl.
Oh my gosh, Working Girl had so many of those.
So many
shoulder pads.
I had a few shoulder pads in my day too.
I did too. I had kind of a Sonny Crockett thing going for a while that is really embarrassing now.
Sure, it wasn't Chubbs.
Tubbs, but Chubbs works.
Chubbs.
Sprocket and Chubbs, you know the two.
Sprocket, my favorite guys on South Florida
Chubbs.
Vice Department.
It was definitely Tubbs, but I like Chubbs better.
I think you would
Crockett and Chubbs.
Crockett and Chubbs. That's a restaurant I'd eat at all the time if it existed.
Oh, that's awesome. Oh, that made me laugh hard.
Yeah, well done. I'm glad we could do that for you. Well, the movie, by the way, the movie I was thinking about with Nick Nolte in it that features that song prominently
Down and
is
Out
Down
Beverly Hills.
Yes, that's the movie. 1986 is the film.
that was such a great movie.
Yeah, I loved it.
I love that where he eats the dog food and Bette Midler.
It's actually a good, it's a genuinely good movie. A very smart
I love that movie.
American remake of a French film. But yeah.
And they actually use the version from Stop Making Sense from this documentary, this concert film for the music in Down and Out Beverly Hills. You're not hearing the studio version of Once in a Lifetime. You're hearing this version right here.
Gotcha. By the way, I just want to make this statement now before I forget. Sure. There aren't enough Nick Nolte movies now with him at the age he is now. I think he is really interesting now, and he should be in more movies, and it bugs me that he's not. Yeah. I mean, maybe he's not doing great. I don't know, but he's had his issues for sure. But that guy, there's something
We're never going to
him.
forget that mugshot, are we?
No. Like recent films like, well, sort of recent, but I remember the Tom Hardy movie, the where he's a MMA fighter, Warrior. That movie, he plays his dad in that, and he's amazing in that. He was good in that Hulk movie too, as
Thunderbolt Ross.
Yeah, like more Nick Nolte, please.
Mhm.
That'd be great. All right.
I guess he was the dad. I'm sorry, he wasn't Dumbo Ross. He was.
Oh, was he the
Was he in
dad?
Point
Spencer's
Break?
dad.
Maybe. No, I don't know. Was he?
No, you're thinking of Gary Gary Busey.
Oh, Barry. See, I kind of mixed
Barry
them
Busey.
up.
Barry Busey. Yeah. Barry Busey.
This is what the TMS newsletter would look like.
Yeah. No kidding.
Hollywood Roundup. There'd be a section called Hollywood Roundup with Nicole Spag, and it would be
Exactly. Oh, he is in The Mandalorian. That's the thing he's coming up that he's in.
Oh yeah, right.
Yeah.
Right.
Let's see what that looks like. I'm into that. Anyway, all right. Fantastic. He was also in that Luck show that got canceled like every other damn cool thing on HBO.
With Dustin Hoffman.
Yeah, that was a good movie. Or show. All right. Let's now dive into my clip. This is a recent film. It's a film. It's streaming currently, and it's probably no question in anyone's mind that I absolutely loved it, and I did. So I'll play it, see if you guys figure it out. Here you go.
How many bullets you got in you?
16, I think.
You know, man can't pass bullets through them like you can kidney stones. It might be good to have a doctor look at you sometime.
Might be good to have a doctor look at you sometime.
I ain't got no bullets in me.
Because I was covering you.
Kevin Costner.
Is that Woody Harrelson?
Might be.
Clyde's ahead of us on the road. How long are you going to just sit here?
I don't know. You got a better idea?
I don't know if it's better. The file said there was one convict tried to make that East Ham escape, but missed the bus.
Wade McNabb.
All right. Guesses?
The chat room tipped me off. The Highwaymen.
The Highwaymen. The Highwaymen.
I knew what this was going to be before you played the clip.
Yeah.
I did see your tweet about it.
Yeah, I've been talking about it forever. It's awesome. It's everything I hoped it would be. It's long. It's slow. It's a period piece. Yeah. Set in 1934 when Bonnie and Clyde were on their rampage. I didn't realize how many people they had killed, but it deals a lot with like the romanticization. That's not a word. Romanticized.
It's close enough.
How about this? The romanticized vision of that crime spree at the time and now. We all sort of look back on it, and it's like legendary and Bonnie and Clyde.
It's
and
the
all
same
this.
way with the Wild West, though. Like America has a weird fascination with the Wild West and
sure
kind of.
And this is like a slightly more modern version of that, obviously, because we're right in the middle of the Great Depression, and people have cars. It's not quite the Old West, but there's crossover here because the main characters, played by Kevin Costner and Woody Harrelson, are ex-Texas Rangers who used to be on horseback in the late 1800s when they were young, fighting crime in a very Old West kind of way. But here they are, old as dirt, getting reactivated to try to be the ones that take down and finally stop Bonnie and Clyde from killing everybody. And they succeed in doing this. It's not a spoiler because it's a historical record. This is actually based on real people, this whole thing. And at the end of the movie, I love movies that do this, but at the end of the movie, they throw up a bunch of old footage and photos from the 30s showing the actual people, and in the credits, Costner's name is next to a photo of the actual Frank
I like
Hamer.
when they do that.
Anyway, I loved this movie from top to bottom, primarily for, well, it's all very well done, but my big takeaway is, man, Costner and Harrelson freaking killed it. They are so good in this. If you want to watch two great actors bounce off of each other, in particular, Harrelson is just insanely good in this, and he's good in everything.
Is this Netflix?
Netflix original, yeah.
Netflix original.
I would hope, I don't know if this is hope against hope, but I would hope that when Oscars come around that they'll at least consider these guys for acting nominations. I don't know if the movie would be, Best Picture stuff or not, but those guys are really good. In particular, Harrelson, I think he's just, it's the best he's ever been, or as good as he ever gets. He's just really incredible in it. And so highest of praise and recommendation for the Highwaymen. Now, if you don't like, true story, period piece type stuff, then maybe this isn't for you. But if you want like some powerhouse acting, some really interesting. Oh, it's got this girl you love, Brian. She's older now, but I can't think of her name.
Kathy Bates?
No, Kathy Bates is in it. Kathy Bates
She's
is in
older
it.
now, but boy, I did love a good young Kathy Bates.
It's totally Kathy Bates is in it. She plays the governor of Texas, but what's her name? Kim. Gonna have to find it now. It's gonna bug me.
Looking.
Hold on.
Kardashian.
No.
Dickens.
Kim Dickens.
Oh, Kim Dickens. Yeah, from I do like her.
Yeah, you like the Kim Dickens.
I do like the Kim Dickens.
She's in it. She's great. She plays Costner's wife. Who else? John Carroll Lynch is amazing. You've seen him in a million things. William Sadler's in this for not very long, but just enough.
Oh, really? Oh, that's cool.
It's awesome. I can't say enough about it. I loved it. I would highly recommend it. It's just a good film by whatever measurement you have. I think this is just a good film. And go ahead.
Are you still playing Far Cry New Dawn?
I am.
He is. I played through most of it. I'm almost done with it, but I kind of fell off of it.
I thought when this came out, because you're
Highwaymen.
You're battling the Highwaymen.
Oh yeah, a common term. In fact, there's other movies with the same exact name, but you know the
struggling with that battleship level, Nicole. I don't know if you know that one.
You know the director, John Lee Hancock did The Blind Side. He did The Rookie, Snow White and the Hunter deal, Saving Mr. Banks, the Disney movie thing that came out a few years ago. A good director, makes good movies, and it's a hell of a thing. I just absolutely loved it. So go see it. It's The Highwaymen, available now on Netflix. All right, Nicole, your turn.
All right. So I didn't get a chance to preview my clip, so I'm going to roll the dice.
Rolling down,
All
so
right.
I can.
I'm like, well, I'm going to play it because I think you can hear my audio.
Okay,
now.
go for it.
Let's hope she doesn't cuss.
Let's hope.
There you go.
See how it goes.
Oh, they're showing me a commercial.
Of course they are. It's 2019, baby.
When I was 13,
This is making me want to buy a Casper mattress.
Oh, that's
Okay.
it? Okay, go.
You ready?
Yeah.
When I was 13, I asked my parents for a guitar for Christmas. And then I went and took a lesson, and the guy said, "Girls don't play rock and roll." Whoa. I was growing up in the 70s in Hollywood. I wanted to form an all-girl band, the Runaways.
Those are badass rock songs.
Joan Jett didn't want to be Joni Mitchell. Joan wanted to rock.
Well, there you go.
All right.
There you go. I'm going to guess it's a Joan Jett documentary.
You would be correct.
What's that called?
It's called Bad Reputation. It's streaming on Hulu. I've always been fascinated with Joan Jett.
Mm-hmm.
She's just there, and I had no idea how involved she's been in a lot of other bands' creation, and she's helped produce a number of records. And I know a long time ago I recommended a movie. God, what the? I think it was Ladies and Gentlemen. What was it? I was going to say The Wet Stains, but I don't think that's right.
Wet Stains? It's probably not The Wet Stains. I'm just going to put it out there.
But it was like, a loose interpretation of The Runaways, which was the all-girl band. She was 15 when she started that band.
Yeah, she's very young.
Yeah, did you see the biopic that they made of that by the way?
No.
The Runaways
with Kristen Stewart in it.
Yeah, Kristen
Is
Stewart.
that the one you're talking about, Nicole?
No, this is a different one.
Okay.
That one was actually the Runaways. Like it was actually by name the Runaways, but
it was called Ladies and I'll find it. But anyway, this is really cool to watch and to see her career and her ups and downs and the support she's had for women in music, the LGBTQ community, animals' rights. She's just involved. She went and performed for the troops for a long time too. Like she's just an amazing, interesting human being. They interview people like Miley Cyrus, There's
Billy
the
Joe
guy-
Armstrong's in there.
Yeah,
That's
he's
cool.
in it. He does a lot of it. There, I guess the lead singer from the Germs. They talk about that
Yeah.
and her involvement with them, and like how she partied with like Sid and Nancy, and like
Oh, wow.
it's so interesting to hear her story. And it's not that I haven't really thought of her as like a pivotal person in rock, but I didn't realize how much crap she got in that industry,
and very influential down the road. Like, I'm sure that's why you get a lot from these modern stars. I see Michael J. Fox is in the credits.
He is.
What's his
He's
deal?
in it. She did a movie with him.
Yeah, something of light. It was
Light of
cocaine-
Day.
Light of Day. That's it.
Light
yeah.
of Day.
Hmm.
So they talk about that little stint in the movies, moving from record company to record company, and it was fascinating. I was finishing it in my car, and I'm just like, I'm smiling all the way through the end of it because it was just really cool. And there's, she had her demons. I feel like there's maybe a little bit more story to her, but it was just a really cool view of kind of the impact she had on the industry and just feminism. And
She's still just like the queen, as far as I'm concerned. She's like the queen of rock. Like, she's like her, and I'd put Hard in there, maybe a couple other acts, but like her. Well, I guess Lita Ford was with her in the Runaways, right? Weren't they all part of the same band?
Yeah.
But they're just so like, they just tower over it all. And I think bands today, like what's the really popular heavy metal band fronted by a female today that's awesome, and oh my gosh, I can't think of it. Carter's favorite band. I can't think of their name. Anyway, she's always talking about on Twitter and stuff. The singer's always talking about how big a deal.
Hailstorm.
Hailstorm.
Yeah.
That's it. So yeah,
So-
it feels like a lot of pioneering.
the movie. Oh, go ahead.
Oh, we were talking last week about the first albums that I ever bought, paid my own cash money for, The Runaways and Queens of Noise. Their
Really?
self-titled debut, and again, I still have those on the other side of the basement in my vinyl box.
Can you guess what mine were?
I want to guess.
Here's Nick Acosta.
No.
Hold on, I want to guess.
Not that young.
Who made that? Who made that young?
Backstreet Boys and
No, I'm still not that young.
Okay. Wait, I got one. Who made that remake of When You're Not Hot Strong, I'll Be Your Friend. I'll help you care.
Club Nouveau?
Did you get Club
No.
Nouveau? Okay.
Again, not that young.
I was in high school when that was out. That's not that old.
I was in middle school.
Okay.
Yeah.
I bought my first albums when I was in elementary school.
Oh my gosh, you are
really
a rock and roll lady. So okay,
Got
give
my little-
Bob
I still-
Dylan.
I still
Blonde
have my
on
little
Blonde.
tape. It's a little tape deck that I would carry around. I have my little handle, and the two tapes that I got were
Al Jolson.
Michael Jackson's Thriller and Culture Club.
Oh.
Color by
Oh,
numbers.
very cool. Kiss You to Be
Come,
Clever,
come,
the
come, come,
first
come,
big one.
Camellia.
They come and go. That stuff's great. It still holds up. I like listening to the
Yeah.
Culture Club.
Yeah.
Although I don't know, I can't listen to Michael Jackson music anymore because everything hurts right now. Hurts a little bit.
It does hurt.
Yeah. Anyway.
The movie I was thinking of, it was called Ladies and Gentlemen, The Fabulous Stains. It was a 1982 movie.
Yeah, right.
And it's very, like, it feels Runaway-ish.
Yeah. Well, the Fabulous is better than Wet. I'll say that. The Wet Stains. I've never even heard of that. That's a movie? That's a thing?
It was one of the first recommendals
It's a
that I did.
mockumentary.
I don't remember that. Let's see.
It's not a mockumentary.
Isn't it? I thought it
No.
was.
Not at all.
Stains.
It has Diane Lane in it.
Well, you can have actors in your documentary.
It's a movie.
A mockumentary. I know.
Let's see. Hold on. Fabulous Stains or Mother's Death. So far, it's a bit of a. Yeah, it doesn't look like it's a. 5 by 9. Okay, this film is a
Laura
must
Dern.
see. Diane Lane.
Yeah,
James.
Laura
For
Dern's
whatever
in it.
reason, I
It's
actually
just a
thought-
movie. It's not a mockumentary.
It is just a movie, it turns out.
But you've got
Yeah.
people like Brent Spiner's in this. But you got Fee Waybill from the Tubes, Steve Jones, and Paul Cook and Paul Simonon from the Clash. I could have sworn this was like, well, okay, maybe not. But you have those guys are playing themselves, talking about this
Right.
fake band.
Right.
Yes.
Yeah, which is kind of cool. We kind of like that.
Yeah, it used to be streaming because I remember it being one of the like when we started doing this segment was one of the early ones that I had recommended.
Oh, whoa!
Back in 2010. Jeez.
Is this
How long have we
say
been doing this?
who else was in this? Diane Lane. Oh, I thought I could have sworn I saw a name of Walter White. What's his name?
Bryan Cranston?
Yeah, I thought I saw Bryan Cranston's name in here. I totally didn't. It's somebody else. So never mind. Oh, Ray Winstone's in that. He's awesome. I could watch Ray Winstone eat a freaking cheeseburger. He's amazing. All right. Well, nice. That's a good pick.
Bad reputation.
Where is it? Where's the doc? Hulu. All right. Hulu, home of many good documentaries currently. Actually, there's a real drop off. There's like 3 or 4, and then terrible ones after that on Hulu right now. So get the good stuff. Also, Amazon Prime, same problem. You'll see like 3 or 4 really amazing documentaries, and then right after that, just garbage. I don't know why. I don't know what's going on there, but they're doing their thing. Nicole, this is awesome. On Nicole Spag, the Twitter account, she will, of course, list out today's picks, and you can follow her there at Nicole Spag.
That's me.
Nicole, have a fantastic day.
Bye.
We'll see you soon. I'm going to miss her in Vegas.
I know.
Bums me out.
Yeah, well,
I blame Mark.
They've got Disney. They got Walt to go visit, so.
Yeah, I blame Mark. Always blame Mark.
I blame Mark, too.
Every time. Okay.
And his wood.
Always blame Mark's wood. Quick email from Jay, who wrote in, says, "Hey, Scott, just wanted to send a quick note about Walmart and the people greeters." We talked about them a while ago.
Yeah.
My son has Asperger's syndrome, and he got a job there as a people greeter about 11 and a half ago. I assume he means years?
Yeah.
Okay. It could be months, I guess. I don't know.
No, it's years based on the rest of the email.
Oh, okay. He found out... Oh, you're right, down in the middle there. He found out that they don't want him there anymore, so they offered him a severance package of, get this, 2 days' pay. That's more than 11 years working there. I couldn't believe it. I just thought you'd like to let everyone know how Walmart has a heart. Thanks for listening, Jay. Yeah, I don't like that they're doing this. And I also don't like that severance for these... Oftentimes, you know, they'll hire somebody who's super old or has mental challenges or whatever it is, and they're just going to give them 11 years of service, and you're going to give them 2 days of pay, and you're Walmart with $1 billion falling out of your pants every 2 minutes.
Exactly.
Erg.
Yeah, it's lame. It's absolutely lame. And those people served a purpose at the front of the store more than just being able to tell people which aisle had the dog food and stuff like that. I mean, it was like it's a staple of walking into a Walmart and seeing somebody at the front to greet you. And the fact that they're eliminating that is just absolutely BS.
It annoys me. Chat room says, somebody says...
2 days severance is absolutely insulting.
It's laughable, especially at 11 years. If you've been there 2 weeks, fine. But come on. Capitalism working as intended, says the chat room. I don't know about that. You can be a capitalist and be fair. That's too broad of a brush. I know plenty of capitalists who do not pull this kind of garbage, including Blizzard, by the way. All the people they let go, they did big severance for a lot of people, and they deserved it. All right. Coverville, what's going on today?
Yes, Coverville is back after a week off for the ANTP finals. We're back with an episode where, all right, so look, we've got birthdays for, let me pull up the list here because there's a lot of people. Stan Ridgway of Wall of Voodoo, Brian Setzer of Stray Cats, Mandy Moore is having a birthday, and Katrina Leskinich of Katrina and the Waves, all having birthdays. None of them really warrant like a full set of music, let alone a full episode. So I'm doing something I've never done before, and I'm starting with one song and chaining my way to another song, stopping at all of these performers along the way. And there might be title connections, there might be artist connections, but each song is somehow connected to the last song, and I'm going to go through. It's basically a windy road that's going to go through Stan Ridgway Town, Brian Setzerville, Katrina Berg, and New Mandy Moore.
Nice. That's quite the journey we're all going to be taking.
It's going to be fun. It's going to be a lot of fun, and it was a fun process trying to figure out a way to get through all those.
Nice. Well, listen to that today. 1 p.m. is the stream?
1 p.m. Mountain Time, twitch.tv/Coverville.
Nice. That's it for the show. Thank you all for joining us. Send us your own emails, just like Jay did, at themorningstream@gmail.com. Support us over at patreon.com/TMS, and find everything else at frogpants.com/TMS. All right, that's it. Let's get out of here. Let's do a song. Got a song?
Speaking of covers, we have one for you. Paul, a.k.a. Mush Potatoes, in the chat room says, "Hey guys, I randomly came across a really awesome cover of Black Sabbath's Iron Man. If you have a day with no requests, can you share this cover with the great people of the Tadpool? Thanks, Paul."
It's literally
Paul,
a request.
It's literally a request.
Yeah.
Exactly. It's a day with no request, but there's a request.
Yeah.
Yes, Paul. And I've played this on the show before, but it's been a while, and it's a great cover. This is the Cardigans, who started out as a Black Sabbath cover band, believe it or not, before they did Love Fool and had hits with all these other things. Gran Turismo and Favorite Game and all that. This was on their first album, First Band on the Moon, from 1996. I guess second album. This is from their breakthrough album, though. First Band on the Moon. Here is Black Sabbath's Iron Man.
We'll see you guys tomorrow for Thursday shenanigans. Is it already Wednesday? What the crap?
It is. I know.
I don't like it. All right, we'll see you guys then. This show is part of the Frog Pants Network.
Frog Pants Network.
Get more shows like this at frogpants.com.
Are they pretty?
They are pretty.
Pretty.
Pretty.